Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the African Latino. On the previous episode, we explored the Tosogo peoples and how their traditions kept them alive. Today, I want to take a deeper journey into the history of the Kota people of Gabon, one of the tribes connected to my ancestry results. Before I begin, make sure to like and subscribe to support my ancestral journey. The Kota people, sometimes called the Bakota, are a Bantu ethnic group primarily connected to northeastern Gabon and parts of the Republic of Congo. They speak several dialects connected to the Kota language family and historically lived within forest regions rich with rivers, trade routes, and strong community networks. One thing that stood out to me immediately was the possible meaning behind the name Bakota. Some historians connect it to ideas of being linked together or bound together as one people, which honestly feels powerful when you think about ancestry and legacy. When I imagine the daily life of the Kota people hundreds of years ago, I picture communities deeply connected to nature, family, survival, and spirituality. Many Kota communities traditionally survived through farming, fishing, hunting, gathering, trade, and craftsmanship. Rivers and forest pathways were extremely important because they connected villages and helped people travel and trade with neighboring groups. One thing the Kota people became especially known for was their art. What amazes me is that Kota art eventually became recognized worldwide because of its beauty and symbolism. Their sculptures inspired artists around the world because of their geometric shapes, brass coverings, and spiritual meaning. But beyond museums and artwork, these objects represented real families, real ancestors, and real spiritual beliefs. They carried meaning far beyond appearance. Furthermore, the Kota people are internationally recognized for their sacred guardian figures called Mbulu and Gulu. These were wooden figures covered with brass or copper that protected the remains and relics of honored ancestors. However, these figures were never just decorations. They represented memory, protection, spirituality, and connection between the living and the dead. In addition, the Kota people believed ancestors continued guiding and protecting future generations even after death. This made me reflect on how many generations had to survive for me to even exist today. Throughout history, the Kota people experienced migration, adaptation, and survival through changing times. Communities moved throughout regions of Gabon and Congo because of trade opportunities, environmental pressures, regional conflicts, and the need to protect their people and traditions. As I continue learning about the Kota people, I soon realized that this journey changed how I view identity. For years, I mostly focused on my insecurities, my struggles, and my limitations. But learning about these tribes reminded me that I came from people who survived, adapted, created, protected their traditions, and carried their identity forward through generations. And honestly, that gave me a deeper sense of gratitude and purpose. It felt like it felt like reconnecting with something that was always part of me, even before I understood it. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on another episode of the African Latino. This journey through Gabon, ancestry, history, and identity is just the beginning, and I appreciate every single one of you walking this road with me. My name is Michael Reynoso, and this is the African Latino. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace and blessings, everyone.